This is 12 great, great debut albums. When they came out, most of these albums changed the way that you listen to rock and roll music. And I'm going to start off, these aren't in any particular order, but I'm going to start off with the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And Are You Experienced? And does it get any better than this? Probably not. When I first heard Purple Haze for the first time, that was heavy rock to me at that time. I mean, there wasn't anything any heavier than Hendrix, and he was the best. I think he's the best lead guitarist of all time, although he's not my favorite, but he certainly is the best. This album came out, Mr. Tambourine Man is on it. It's called Mr. Tambourine Man, and I totally wore out my first copy on those little box turntable things with the penny on top or whatever. And I find this album is still influential. I mean, the sound, it's that sound. Folk rock is what they called it at the time. It didn't really matter. It was just great music. And John Lennon's first solo album. It's kind of the way for a solo album, it was like, here's me, and this is what you're going to get. And it was in your face. I mean, this is still his best, by far as I'm concerned, solo album. So that's got to be included on the list. One of my favorite bands, maybe not that influential, but the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. They're just great songwriters, singers. It was produced by Glenn Johns, and I love the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Top 5 band for me. Emerson, Lake and Palmer's first album, Lucky Man, the sound. There wasn't anything like this at the time, that's for sure. And every time, I got a lot of these songs on an iPad and a lot of these songs on any of these albums. And when I hear them, it takes me back, and they're all just as fresh now as they were then. Spit it all out. Led Zeppelin's first album. This album was literally everywhere when it came out. You could walk down the street and hear it. It was kind of like Sgt. Pepper when that came out. You could hear it everywhere. Well, this one is the same way. Led Zeppelin won everywhere. Changed the way you listen to blues rock, I guess. Can't have a debut album without King Crimson, In the Court of the Crimson King, with 21st Century Schizoid Man, another one that starts off an album and it's like, whew, haven't heard anything like that before, and they'd only get better as they went along. And this one is a little out of place with the other ones, but still a great album. Smashing Pumpkins had lots of great albums, but for me, it's this one. I like just the immediacy of this album, and I did a review on it somewhere in the past. So that's records. I had all these on record at one time, but somewhere along the line, I got rid of most of them. But the Doors' first album, you got to have that on a list of great debut albums. Light My Fire. I mean, just all these albums when they came out. I mean, I was like teenager, except for the Smashing Pumpkins. I was a little older, of course. But anyways, all these albums that came out when I was a teenager in early 20s, they still hold. They hold up. They don't go away. Music from Big Pink, the band. There was nothing really like this too much when this came out. I mean, you open it up and there was a family picture of a rock band. That just never happened. And the music is like probably the earliest form of Americana, if you want to put that as a genre. I don't know. Best cover of all time, Black Sabbath's first album, and influential. It doesn't really get more influential for heavy music than Black Sabbath's first album, and this is the one I always reach for if I'm going to listen to Black Sabbath. I mean, I like all the early stuff, but there's something about that one. The Ramones' first album, when this came out, this pissed off a lot of people in the rock. I didn't really get it at first. It took me a few years to really get onto this, but when I did, I mean, this is different from anything that came before. The people, rock elitist, that's just simple rock and roll to its lowest denominator. But that's what rock and roll is. So the Ramones' first album. So that's, I guess, I don't see any other ones on the table. Heel. I don't see any more on the table. I can't even talk anymore. Here. Didn't screw up much in the video, but I'm sure screwing up now. So cut. It's long.